Good evening and welcome back to the channel. I'm Nexxus for Nexxus Gaming. You join me back in Transport Fever episode 2. And here is a train coming into the station. We'll take a screenshot of that. And we'll probably take another one just for safe measure. There we go. Okay, you join me here inside. I think we're at Rotherham. Yes, we are at Rotherham. Now, this may look a little bit different than when we built it the first time, and that's because I'll explain that really quick. If you don't watch my other series on my channel, and you are specifically exclusive to this one, I lost all of my saves that were not server-side. So if they didn't save server-side, and they saved client side, then I lost them when I attempted to transfer them to the new drive. So I have rebuilt everything up the way that it was. The only difference is that I forgot to start in 1880, so we're actually in 1850. I played up to 1853 because we ended in 1883 in the last episode. I've played ahead 3 years to kind of generate some profit so that we can actually get something done today instead of pork barreling. So I haven't really decided what we're going to do, but I think we're going to take a look at food or fuel as a potential prospect to get something going into these towns. And we'll look around the map here, see if there's anything that we might be interested in hooking up. So we got some decent passengers going, so I was thinking food or crude. There's some crude right there and some fuel right there. I mean, we could truck that. We could truck this into here, and then we could. I don't know if I want to put it on that side though. That's a little risky. Let's look at the contour lines. Let's see what we're working with here. Let's see what this looks like. Could we do something there? We could put something in there, possibly. I think we need to look at something with a little more flat terrain. And we don't necessarily have to start it at where those towns are either. We can always start it somewhere else and then ship it out. Let's kind of zoom out here and take a look. Not really seeing, like, I guess we could go some construction materials too. If you see anything good with here's a nice plant right here for construction materials. It looks pretty flat. Maybe not. I lied. It's not flat. Well, I don't want to spend too much money because we need to really let profits kind of come in, at least for the time being. Is there a food processing plant somewhere nearby? I guess we no. That's yeah, we could transport it now. Alright, let's just pick one. Like, for real? Like, just pick one. I think we're going to go from here into here, and then we'll ship it by train or by truck, depending on where we're going with it. So I think that's what we're going to do. So let's get that underway. So we'll start out by, we're going to do road here. Let's find it's a 460. We'll do this one. And what we'll do is let's find we'll do something like this. We'll do this. Find the segment-wise tool operation here. There we go. Now we need to put. That looks horrible. And then come out from this way. Okay, that ain't gonna work. Let's pull out this way. Get you to connect up somehow. No? Okay. Okay, well, I guess we can do that. Alright, there we go. And then we will swing around here. Let's try and level it out. There we go. there's that. And we'll come out this way. Not too much. Not too much. This way. We're going toward that way. Okay. This way. Connect this up like so. I'll keep coming out this way. I have to build a bridge. It's probably going to be pretty expensive. We'll do the same thing with the fuel thing over here. It's kind of crooked, but I think it'll be okay. Alright. Get this back out around here. Oop. I'll take this out this way. There we go. Oops, a little bit wiggly, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Then we need to basically we'll have to cut a level crossing across here and aim that way for the truck. Oh. Connect up right here. Alright, so yeah, I like to make loops because I don't like things turning around on each other, on itself. I don't even like trains turning around on itself. And we might get into a season where we actually do, where we can't turn around on ourselves, and we're going to have to, you know, figure out a way to loop ourselves around through stations and stuff like that. But not in this series. So, excuse me. Let's get a truck depot set up here. We'll probably just put it here. And then we need to get, I need fuel to there, and then from the refinery, we'll need at least one trucking to the refinery. And we'll call this crude road freight. And it'll go from here. Oops. It'll go from here to here. Okay, it wants to double back on itself, but I have a trick up my sleeve for that. It's a waypoint. Over here, over there, over here, over there. Okay, so basically what we're going to do is, I think we're going to put one over here too. Nope, this one's already ready. It's got the idea. So we want 2, and then you're going to go 3. There you go. 4. There you go. And then that'll make it loop back on itself. That's crude. And then this will be, what is this? This is Ron's. Okay. Ron's fuel road freight. Oh. For some reason we're not typing and we pulled up the menu. Okay, odd. So, Ron's fuel road freight. Is that how we spelled that? Yeah. And we'll make that, since it's going to be fuel, we'll make it red. As much as we're going to need to put in a stop somewhere over here. Let's pull up find out where the industry's at. Okay, the industry's right there. I'm going to plop it right here in the corner, probably. Let's get a standard truck stop. Oh, that's too much. I'm going to do the shift modify. There we go. Take out a couple buildings. That's pretty expensive, but you know, we'll get it in there because we'll have more buildings that'll grow in. Okay, so we're going to get fuel. That's going to go from here to here. No. Why is it going that way? Oh, that's okay. Let's try that again. Let's just, we'll delete the whole thing. It's going to go from here to here, to here. Gotcha. To here. There you go. That works. Perfect. All right. Let's get that out of there. No, the Crude can go to the first terminal. Yeah, there we go. I don't want them to be waiting on each other. Why does it feel like it needs to do that? Let's see. Let's do it this way then. There we go. There. I make it work? Yes, it did. Alright, there we go. So now it's still not bunching in on each other. Or on itself. Alright. So we got those. Let's speed this up a little bit. Alright, and then we'll put, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll do 10 because we're going to need them to be like a constant thing. That's Crude. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on the fuel. Okay, we'll let that do its thing. I'll ride along on one of the horse carriages or follow it. We'll sit here and enjoy this view. It's too bad it doesn't like rain in this game. They should add storms and transport fever too. Make it a little more realistic. Or they should give us a day cycle, or a day and night cycle. As much as people, I've heard people say that it won't work, but they made it work in City Skylines. So I don't know why it wouldn't work in Transport Fever. The progression system is similar, so you know, it's only like, you know, it's daytime for like 6 months out of the year on City Skylines, and nighttime 6 months out of the year, but it changes. It's like daytime, nighttime every other month. So, I mean, they should add something like that. Or if a modder could add something like that, that would be pretty awesome. I know people have changed the skybox. Some modders out there have made mods that change the skybox and make it look like it's dawn or dusk, and that's pretty cool. But I'd like to be able to, you know, see my trains and stuff run at night, be able to build at night. Wouldn't that be something that you guys would like to see? Because I sure would. There's a huge bridge over there that we built to the left. We got some mountains to the right. In front of us, nice clouds. We'll ride on this for another minute or so. This is the one going to the fuel station. I wonder if we're going to turn left here. Nope. Well, I hear the birds in the background. Alright, let's go see if we can start some trouble somewhere else. We can crank this to high speed to get stuff running. I have turned the cost off. I mean, not the cost. I've turned this off up here. The costs. I've left the income on, but I've turned the cost off. We're not playing with a no-cost mod. I mean, that's why, you know, we pork barreled in the beginning. We're gonna have to pay that back, and I do have the payback barrel. We're gonna have to pay all that stuff back, and we are being charged on a monthly rate. So, yeah, I don't do no cost. I have tried to play no cost. I get about 2 hours into the game and I get bored because, you know, you don't have to pay for anything. It's all the money that you make comes rolling in, and it's just not fun. Even if you wanted to build, you know, I've had successful playthroughs following YouTubers, and ended up having like, you know, 4 or 5 billion, but I earned it. And I will probably show you in one of these episodes exactly how I do that. I usually can get around $1 billion by 1950 on medium, and that's because I plan for the future. And I like to run really, 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 really long trains that pay off significantly. But we're probably not going to do that in this episode. We'll see. We'll see. Depends on how far we have to ship stuff around. Look at one of these trains. We'll ride on this guy, or follow this guy. We'll ride on board. It's an orange. I made him orange. I should name this train the Colonel train, or the Colonel line, the failure line. No, because then nobody would ride it. But yeah, I should name one of my trains after Colonel Failure, the defining YouTube artist of the 21st century. And that's just because I have great respect for the man. As I've mentioned before, he taught me everything I know in this game. This train just skipped that station, and I don't know why, but I don't like it. Oh, okay. Well, that's a problem. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Like, yeah, why are you skipping that station? That's I don't like that. So it was not set up to go back to that station, which is weird because usually I don't forget to do that. And I think I made this line orange with the Colonel in mind, actually. That's why it's orange, because I don't normally use orange in my games. I'm not a fan of orange. I like blue and green and other colors. Orange is okay, but yeah, it's not my favorite. You'll see that I like blue a lot. All right, let's see what's going on. How much are we producing? Anything here yet? No, we're not producing nothing yet. But we should be. Are you guys producing anything yet? No. Did I send the right cars to the right thing? Looks like it. Alright, so how much do they need? A lot. But it's not picking up, it's not picking the line up for some reason. Oh, I know why. Because it's on 4x mod. It's going to be a minute before it actually realizes that it needs anything. We'll sit here and watch it for a minute. It'll get up to par. But yeah, that mod's on, so it's going to take a month or two for it to be like, oh yeah. I forgot that the time's not moving by as fast as, it's actually moving by as on high speed as fast as it would be if the 4x mod wasn't on. So it's gonna be a minute. We'll let that do its thing. We'll check back on it in a minute. Let's we got any more oil anywhere close? I mean, I guess we could train some down from like here or something. That's too long of a route for a truck. Oh, we're still not picking it up. That's odd. Nope. Why wouldn't it be picking it up? We'll give it until like June, but I still say that I played this game a lot and it should be picking it up already. And there's 461 stored but no potential. That doesn't make any sense. Something is broken here. Here, let's do a replacement and make it pick up fuel. How about that? And we'll just replace now. Because yeah, something's not right. if these guys pick up crude. Because that's weird. I've never seen it take that long before. I mean, provided we are only feeding one town, but it shouldn't matter. Maybe we need more cars. I don't think so. I just took off one of the waypoints just to see. I'll try and put more cars on there. I don't think that'll make a difference, though. Put 8 more on the crude line. They are pretty far behind each other. Oh, is it? Not, it's not hooked up. Yeah, I just noticed. I just remembered that we never finished hooking it up. I bet you that's why it's not picking it up. All right. How about now? Now we have to wait for it to get back there, though. It's craziness. This got hooked up, right? Yeah. That can pick that up. I'm gonna have to add some more cars to the fuel too. It's too long in between, and then the stuff, the production will start dropping. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuel. All right, now let's see if it gets somewhere. Now it should definitely be picking up. Yeah, this wasn't connected, and I forgot about that because we were building the line. We should be starting to get crude, though. If it doesn't pick it up, then there's a problem. And we'll have to have these get here first. Or the fuel will have to get here first, though, to let the refinery know that they need it. Thank you, autosave. It's not enough that they're going back and forth between here because this wasn't connected, so the town doesn't even really know that they need it. As soon as the first couple of fuel trucks hit, there we go. Now it's in production. Details. Oh, potential is almost 1,000. All right, nice. That'll get us going. I might need to send some of these trucks back to the depot now. I think we need to send some of these trucks back. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 10. That's good for now, anyway. Okay, now we've got some pickup. Here we go. Now we're picking stuff up. Tanks. We got tanks and barrels of oil waiting, and the oil is just filling up in the refine or in the wells here. Let's see, what are you building? You're not going to be producing anything at the moment. You don't have anything dropped off, but the potential is 296, and potential for crude is 1,800. Roundabouts. Yeah, see, this is picking up nice now. That'll do well. I want to try and see. Okay, there's some oil right there. We might be able to. Well, I wouldn't truck that in anyway. I would probably train that in. Same as I would train this one in. And what I would probably do is I'd probably set up a station here, a terminus, and come all the way out to here. out along here or something, pick up oil here, and then swing back around the lake, go down and cross over, and then drop it off. And then that would really fuel the industry, but I don't think we need to do that right now because we got 160 crude oil waiting. We're going to be just fine. Alright, let's see how Ron's is doing. Let's pull up the finance chart. 995,000 this year. That's just what we've made without the pork barrel. $1 million. We've passed $1 million. I don't want to pay off the loan with that because I want to pay off the pork barrels first, and I want to be able to. And that loan's 30K. 30K is not going to break the bank. Let's pull up the lines here. So the blue line is making us 1.5 million every 8 minutes. The orange line is making us 250,000 every 7 minutes. The commuter lines are all making money except for Tiverton commuter, which seems to be down 4K. And then these two lines just started. I don't expect the crude and that to start making us any money for probably about another 8 months. I could be wrong though. It just depends. We're definitely going to have to add some more. Let's look and see who's the biggest town here. Right now, Rotherham is the biggest, and then Market Harbor is the next, and then Wigton is the next, and then Rons is 251, and then Thame is 245, and Tottenham is 202, and that's the cities we have connected up by passenger lines. Industries. Let's look at the product. We've got quite a few. Looks like we've got quite a few of everything. Alright, well, it should be interesting. Pull up the. There we go. Let's do the balance. Holy crap, that was a lot of red we just seen. Oh, those are just that's mostly the crude and the oil. And Tiverton, which isn't profitable yet. But I'm sure that it will be. Got about 6.8 million in the bank. We need to save that money so that we can get something else going. I think we want to put in another. I think I might want to put in another passenger line. And what we might do, we're gonna do this. And actually, what might happen is these four might connect together. Tidworth to Featherstone to Medlar, and with Wesham to Fakenham. Fakenham, is that a real place? Somebody please let me know. I'm really genuinely curious. And then we'll go from Southall to down here, and that'll be a terminus, and then we'll switch this out, and we'll take it out to Nexxus, and make this like a 2-station or a 3-track, and then this will connect up to Tiverton to Nexxus over here to Southall, and then another track will go into Medlar with Wesham, and then the other track will take these four into account, and then eventually, like, I think that Tiverton and possibly not Nexxus and St. Nexxus and possibly Market Harborough are probably going to be the hubs. They're going to have multiple tracks, trains running through them. Even if they have to be on the other side or over here on the side of the lake, they will still connect. This will be a huge. I'm going to try and get this to build over the bridge and over into here. This will be a huge city. We'll connect all the cities up for sure by at least rail. I can't say that we'll connect it all up by ship or by plane, but we will connect everything up by rail in due time. We won't rush it. We won't do all of it at once. Just kind of pace ourselves here and see how things go, and then we'll talk about what we can do in another series. So let's see. Starting to make some. Let's see if these guys are making money. We're making some kind of money somewhere. No, they're not making any money yet, but they are transporting. And they probably need a couple more cars, but I'm not going to put those on there just yet. Let's go take a look over here at Market Borough, or Market and Harborough. You've got almost 40 passengers waiting in each direction. You must have been just picked up from. Yeah, here's that train. Let's come down here for a second. Alright, we can close that. Let's just take a ride for a few minutes. I think I was talking about how I should name this train after Colonel Failure. I think I'm going to name the line Fail Lines. That's a salute to you, sir, if you're watching this. Yeah, but I think I'm going to name this Fail Lines, and I think I'm going to do that right now. Instead of the orange line, it's going to be Fail Lines, and we'll keep it orange because I know that orange is the Colonel's favorite color. Fail Lines Incorporated. There you go. Salute to you, sir, again. So that's what that is. Fail Lines Incorporated. I'm not sure. I think we'll just leave the blue line. I usually do colored lines, obviously. And I actually name them those colors, as you have seen already. So this is turning up nice over here. Look at this. This is actually building up nicely. We're going to have to connect this up, obviously, at some point to make a bridge or something, come out from around here or over here and connect up to the city, because this is starting to grow nicely. I'm actually fairly impressed with how nice that's actually coming along. Let's go look over here and see how this is doing. We just built this the last episode, so it's not really doing much. I mean, as far as it looks, we built it the last episode, but we all know that I had to do all this earlier, or I had to do all this the other day because of the wipe on the save data. But I pretty much set it up the same way. So this would be a lot more grown around if we hadn't had to redo that. But I'm actually surprised that this one over here is doing so fairly well, because it was just done in the same. It was probably all done in the same hour and a half. It's coming up nicely. Anyway, let's take a look over here. See what you need. How many people? You got 207 population. That's not a whole heck of a lot. 8 and 42. What's your population? 254. Your population 371. I think that Rotherham was the biggest one we had, and then Tham. Yeah, 251. So that's what's coming up nice. That's all coming up nicely. I keep hearing cha-ching, cha-ching. Thank you, autosave. I appreciate that. Ooh, yes. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, here we go. We've almost got 8 million in the bank. And I think that's pretty much from just the profit that we've made off the trains. From what we borrowed initially from the pork. I think we call it. I think we call it pork barreling here in America, or pork. Yeah, pork belly. Not pork belly. That's a restaurant. I'm sorry, or food. Yeah, I think it's called pork barreling. In America, I'm not sure what it's called in Europe, but it's basically the same thing. It's pretty much the tax dollars that we all pay in taxes that we're basically borrowing from. So, well, let's see. We got some stuff accomplished today. There's some crude still being processed up here, or brought up here. It's being processed down here and turned into fuel and shipped into Ron's. I think we're going to call that an episode, and I will catch you all back here on Wednesday or Thursday for episode 3. So I have been Nexxus for Nexxus Gaming, and you all have been wonderful. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this one, please leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you don't want to miss out, and I will catch you next time. Peace out.